Hi you guys, this is Diana. This is another 2-for-1 video update. This is my week 14 and week 15 update. I had VSG surgery on May 23rd, 2016 at Memorial City Hospital here in Houston, Texas, under the care of Dr. Jorge Leiva. My surgery weight was 277 pounds. On week 14, I lost, are you ready for this, you guys? 3.4 pounds. Yay! I haven't lost over 2-point-something pounds since week 3. And yeah, I looked it up because I haven't lost anything like above a 2-point-something for a long time. And I was like, well, how long has it been? Since week 3. Since week 3, I've lost between 1-point-something and 2-point-something pounds. So, week 14, 3.4, what? And then on week 15, I lost 2.4 pounds, which puts me at a current weight of 227 pounds. And that makes it a total of, are you ready for this? 50 pounds, 50 since surgery. I am beside myself excited about that. If I were to include the weight that I lost, I had a 4-month waiting period since I saw my thanks to insurance type of thing. So since the day I went in to see my surgeon to today, I've lost 61 pounds, but a total of 50 pounds since surgery. And that is like so big, because if I mean, in month 2, I would have never thought that I would have reached a 50-pound mark in under 4 months. And I say that because I'm a week shy of my 4-month update, but even if it was 4 months, I mean, 50 pounds in 4 months, are you kidding me? I had 4 months to lose weight, since January to May, the waiting period, and my doctor asked me to lose weight type of thing. I lost a whole 11 pounds in 4 months. And yeah, that was with a whole lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and trying to eat right. But my stomach was like, I don't know, this big type of thing, and I was like, what, this big? So yeah, thanks to my fantastical sleeve, I've lost 50 pounds in the same amount of time, in 4 months. Well, less time. In 4 months, I've lost 50 pounds. I mean, that's fantastic. And to think that I'm now 50 pounds away from hitting my goal of losing 100 pounds, because I think I've mentioned this before, I kind of have a goal weight, but not really, it's nothing set in stone, but I do want to lose 100 pounds, kind of just to say that I did, and we'll see from there what my body feels like doing after that. But those 100 pounds actually seem feasible now, because I'm halfway there. And to commemorate the 50 pounds lost, I purchased this necklace for myself. I don't know if you can see it. If I kind of do this, the shadow doesn't let you see it, but there are 2 arrowheads pointing in the same direction type of thing. And I bought that to go with something that I purchased for myself before surgery, which is this right here. It's a bow and arrow, if you can see it here. It's my charm bracelet. You guys probably hear it jingle jangle all the time. Here in the South, we love our charm bracelets. So I've had this for a while. But this one I purchased for myself back in February, before I told my family that I was going to have weight loss surgery. And I bought it for myself as a reminder, for 2 reminders really. The first reminder was every time I was going to shovel food into my mouth, I would be able to see it, and it would remind me to make healthier eating choices. And the other reason was to keep my eye on the prize, and to remind myself that if I want to go in a certain direction, I have to be the one that pulls the arrow type of thing. And mind you, this is me just taking information that from like Brave and Hunger Games, the Olympics type of thing. But you see, you have to like have precision and like pull it, and you can only have one thing pulling it type of thing. And that was me being that driving force in my life, me being the one that pulls, that's making the decisions for my life, and not allowing other people to pull me one way or another in life. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm a yes person, and I like to please, and I like to say yes, and I take on a lot of responsibilities that aren't mine, not just in my personal life, but in my career as well. And that charm was to remind myself that I need to put myself first, that I need to be the driving force in my own life, and not allow other people to be in the driver's seat of my own life. So this necklace kind of, correlates to the charm, which I now lost. Anyways, that correlates to this charm, to keep my eye again on that prize and to keep going. And one day it'll sit here. Let me show you my magic trick. It'll sit nicely between my clavicles, that I don't have to like do a magic trick for you guys to see. But yeah, I mean, it's just another reminder to keep going, because I truly believe that these next 50 pounds are going to be harder to lose, for a couple of reasons. One, the first 50 pounds, for like 2 months, I couldn't eat whatever I wanted. I was, we had to do the full liquid, pureed, then soft foods. That's about a 2-month window, a month and a half that I didn't have the entire world of food at my fingertips, type of thing. So yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be harder, because I'm going to have to make, I have to keep making those choices, those healthy choices. 1, 2, I feel like I have to up my my exercise regime, type of thing. I have to. I've been walking a lot, and I keep doing cardio stuff, but I feel like I need to now do some strengthening stuff, just because I don't want to just be smaller. I want to have toned arms and toned legs, type of thing. And with that, I have to actually do actual workouts versus just walking. So yeah, this is that reminder to keep going. That it's not going to be an easy ride, but I just have to buckle down and do it. And then what I'll get, I'll get myself as my 100-pound reward, type of thing, will be the ring that goes with this. It's an arrow that wraps around your finger, and I'll get this ring resized. It's kind of loose. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's loose, but I don't want to get that resized until I stop losing weight. So whenever I lose 100 pounds, I'll get this ring resized, and I'll get that other ring, the arrowhead one that wraps around your finger. Again, to keep me motivated to keep going. I believe that we all need visual, sometimes, well, at least me, maybe then again, that's the kinder teacher in me. We all need visual and pictorial support, type of thing. And I'm a visual support type of person that needs things around myself to keep me motivated and keep me going, type of thing. So that's another thing to keep moving forward to. So I'm reading my notes here, as always, in order to keep some type of flow to this, because if not, I'll just talk in circles. So I mentioned, okay, so so sorry you guys, I would totally edit that out, but it's just not going to happen, because I've already recorded this like twice, because people keep coming in and like interrupting me and stuff. So I'm just gonna keep going in, and I just wasted like another minute explaining to y'all why I'm doing this. Anyways, so the 3.4 pounds lost. I mean, you guys, like seriously, I was floored by that number. And I really do think that it had to do with the fact that, like I mentioned in my previous video, that I was gonna up my protein, and I have. On, let's say like a bad day, I would get in the high 60s, like 65 ish, but most days I hit 70 plus. Most days, okay, by 70 plus, okay, 71, 72 grams of protein. So my goal is to continue. So since now I know I can hit 70 without having to do a protein shakes. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've done protein shakes, especially on days that I know that I'm going to be running around and I'm not going to be able to just snack, I'll have a protein shake. So now my goal is to hit 70 or above type of thing, 70 to 75. I mean, I don't think I'll hit 80, but hey, I'm going to keep it up, my protein goal up, and hope for the best, because I felt better. I've had more energy since I've upped my protein, but on the flip side of that, eating feels like a chore. I feel like I'm constantly, stuffing my face with something, and yes, it's healthy choices, and it's either meat or some type of protein bar or some type of something, but it is what it is. So that's one thing. But on the flip side of that, on the flip side of making those like protein choices and making good choices and staying on plan and blah 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 blah, I've also I don't feel bad when I eat something that I'm not supposed to, when I have bad food or something like that. And for example, last Saturday I went to have brunch with my sister and her kids, and we went to this yummy bakery, and I had it was like a breakfast sandwich it was on brioche bread. Oh my gosh, brioche bread. I mean, are you kidding me? It's like the best thing ever, with an over easy egg and some breakfast sausage. And I had that. And what I actually did was I had 2 bites. I cut myself 2 bites, what I like to call the perfect bite. It had bread and egg and the ooey gooiness of the egg and the sausage. And I had 2 bites. I allowed myself 2 bites of that, and it was all I needed. And then I took away the bread and I ate the egg and I ate the sausage. Okay, I ate about 50% of the sausage. But that was all that I needed. And another day I went out to go have dinner with my friend Elda, and we went to the Olive Garden, and I had a piece of those bread. It was like an inch piece of the bread. And when I got my plate, I made a healthy choice. I got some chicken with some spinach and some mashed potatoes. And I sure did. I cut myself 2 perfect bites with a little bit of everything. And I had those 2 bites, and then I focused on the chicken. And I think that is going to help me keep making good choices, not punishing myself, or at least that's what it feels like, when I want something and I can't have it, it kind of feels like I'm restricting and punishing myself for it. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to allow myself, a little bit, like I said, the perfect bite, and then focus on protein. And that gets me out of my head and doesn't make me focus on the carbohydrates that I want, because I'm allowing myself to have them. And it was funny, I was reflecting on it, how before surgery I would have eaten, I guess, like the vegetables and eaten around it, and then kind of left the perfect bite for the end. But now, since surgery, I start off with that perfect bite. I start off with the best of what I'm having, 1 or 2 bites, and then I focus on protein. And that so far has been working enough to get me from obsessing over, carbohydrates or sugars or sweet, whatever thing like that. So another thing that I am doing, I mentioned that I know I'm going to have to start working out, like an actual workout versus just walking. I'm hoping that for my next week update, I can let y'all know what type of thing that I'm doing. I mentioned that before surgery, I went to the Y, but the Y around my house is very small and it's packed. And I want something, at least for the beginning of it, I want somebody there with me. And I found 2 different programs that kind of, either one of them is like a, what is it called? Like interval training type of thing for an hour. And then another one is like personal trainer type of thing. So I'm going to go check both of them out and see which one I like and see what works best for me. Next item is, it's funny because I mentioned it in my previous video, I think. Crap. Did I mention it in my previous video? I don't know. If I did, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to hear me again. If I didn't, yay. Type of thing. Okay, So I mentioned to you guys that I'm thinking I did. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna show it to you. I don't know if I did or if I didn't. Whatever. But this is really driving me crazy because I feel like I did have this. Either that or this is a deja vu. I don't know. Anyways, it's gonna make sense. Even if I said it in my previous video, I'm gonna say it again, and it'll make sense to where I'm going with this. This picture, I put it as my thingy like for like 2 weeks ago. And it's funny because here when I was 280, in my head, I felt, and in my head, I really did feel like I looked like this. So like now, when I see myself here at 237, was actually 10 pounds heavier here than I am now. What? Anyways, I don't know what I still don't know what I look like here. And my friend Elda was telling me, she's like, take a picture of yourself every single day, and then that way that you'll see the difference. And like, that's a really good idea, because in all actuality, maybe I should do that. So it's kind of like a flip book type of thing. But I know myself, and I won't do it every single day. Maybe I should do it once a week. I don't know. I'll figure that out. But where I'm going with this is that I went to the Gap and I tried on a dress. And mind you, this picture was from like 2 weeks ago, so like 5 pounds ago type of thing. And when I see myself in this picture, and I'll put it up at the end so that you're not actually looking at it like this, but in this picture I actually see the difference. And I was telling my friend, I was telling Elda, that I think it's because when I see myself in my old clothes, it's my old clothes, so my brain is seeing it the way that it's always seen itself. But when I'm in something different, and something that I've never seen myself in, I can actually see the difference type of thing. And yes, that's an extra large at the Gap. What? No, I didn't buy it. It's too short. You see that? I couldn't wear that to work. So I didn't buy it, but it was great to get in it. So that was kind of an NSV. Another NSV. Okay, before I get into that, let me finish up that one thought, because my friend Elava has also told me that I don't finish my thoughts. And I'm sorry if I don't do that, because in my head I do. But yeah, so finishing that thought up is take pictures, take your measurements, so whatever it is that you need to do in order to see the changes that you're doing. Because like I said, I've lost 50 freaking pounds, or 61 since the beginning of my journey, and sadly I still don't see it. I can kind of see it some days, and some days I don't, but I feel better. Gosh, I feel so much better, which goes into my NSV. School. I have a little girl. I've mentioned before, I'm a kinder teacher, and one of my students this year has special needs, and she's in a wheelchair, and I have to help her get around, and she's actually going through physical therapy to learn how to walk. But she needs help getting in and out of her wheelchair when she's in the classroom. And before surgery, I still would have been able to do it. At 280 pounds, I would have been able to do it. But I would have been tired, a whole lot tired. And now I'm not. I'm able to get on the floor. Again, before surgery, I would always get on the floor, crisscross applesauce type of thing with my students. But now, I can do it for so much longer. And it doesn't hurt. Like right now, I've been sitting Indian style for like over 19 minutes. And I say that because I've started this video twice. So for over 19 minutes, I've been sitting down, with my legs crossed, and I'm not in pain. Something that before surgery, I could probably do like 10-15 minutes. And I find it easier to get up from the floor from when I'm working with my students. So these 50 pounds, like I said, I might be able to see it, but boy, can I feel it. So those are some fantastic NSVs for me. Now I have 2 products that I want to share with you guys that I have found that I absolutely love. This is the first one. It's a Power Crunch bar, and it's in chocolate mint. You guys, I think it tastes like a Girl Scout cookie, those Thin Mints. And because I know that our taste buds kind of get wonky after surgery, I made my nephew, who's 11 years old, and my sister, my older sister, who's like a twig and doesn't eat anything like diety, and they both loved it. So the Power Crunch, oh, stats. 205 calories, 115 are from fat, 13 grams of fat, cholesterol is 10, sodium is 100, potassium is 250, carbohydrates is 10 grams, 1 is from fiber and 5 is from sugar, and 13 grams of protein. And it's upside down. Yay me. So that's one of them. And then this is another one. It's Iconic Protein and Coffee Drink. It's 20 grams of protein. I got this at Sprouts, and I think that Whole Foods also carries it. It's 130 calories. Cholesterol is 10, sodium 220. 8 total carbohydrates is 8. Dietary fiber is 4. 3 are sugar. Protein 20. And what I do is I blend it up with some ice, and it's like a frappuccino. It tastes really good. I really like it. So again, Sprouts has it, and so does Whole Foods. So those are my 2 little product reviews type of thing for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, and I'm already at 21, almost going on 22 minutes. And before I sign off, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for viewing, liking, subscribing, and I will talk to y'all next week. Bye, you guys.